I have some notes here, written in a scratchy pen. We'll see. We have now been commemorating Srila Prabhupada's absence for 43 years. Yet still we find that his presence is increasing in stature. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's famous stanza describes this. He reasons ill, who says that Vaishnavas die when thou art living still in sound. Vaishnavas die to live, and in living try to spread the holy names around. So Srila Prabhupada is ever present to us. Not only we're addressing all of our focus and attention on his beautiful worshipable murti, but then there is his books, his classes, his pictures, his videos, his lovely feature films which have attracted personalities and people worldwide, his lectures, his morning walk. So much legacy is there for us to experience, particularly also within this institution, ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, all around the world, in every country. There is also other literatures that have been written about him by senior Vaishnavas that are just such an immense help and give so much dimension to his personality for us all to read. And they speak about the impact on their lives, how he's dragged them out of the quagmire of material life and fixed them on the path of path back to Krishna's transcendental abode. So arguably, one could say that there's hardly any other personality in the last millennium that there's so many books that have been written about as compared to that illustrious life of Srila Prabhupada. Certainly not any other spiritual personality. This indeed has helped us to experience the presence, the potency, the sweetness, the steadiness and the commitment to Krishna of that person, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. What to speak of his loyalty to his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, a shining light for everyone to follow. While Prabhupada was present on this planet, some of us were very fortunate to come upon his presence in the later years, but he was so preoccupied with translating so many wonderful literatures. So his disciples, apart from a few, saw very little or attained very little of his personal association. A few moments here and there, like a chance meeting in the corridor or something like that. Maybe a few words, some instructions, and of course some classes. The odd morning walk, where unless you're within arm's distance of him, you couldn't hear what anybody was saying. It's just like this big scrum. But still, it was sort of everybody was hankering to hear every word that Srila Prabhupada said. There was that unbridled enthusiasm. So that association that we really received was through his books, just like when he printed so many books and then they come out of the boxes. It was so exciting. That was like Srila Prabhupada was personally speaking to us. Vani and Vapu. The Vani is the person and Vapu is the instruction. Is that right, or is it the other way around? The other way around. Thank you, Maharaj. So this was our main service for so many years, distributing the books and reading the books and distributing them, and that just gave us so much joy, and we all felt so close to Srila Prabhupada that there was this exuberance that somehow or other is hard to explain 50 years later. So did we do all this? You know, like all some of the things that we used to do for Srila Prabhupada, particularly when he was coming. So we were relishing his presence. So factually, the years have passed by, and that beautiful association is still there in all his literatures. So the devotees are all embroiled in studying Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, nectar of devotion, and the more deeper we get into it, the more nectar that we relish. It's eternal. His literatures are eternal, because as he said himself, Krishna was speaking through him. I didn't write them, Krishna wrote them. So here's a gateway out of this unhappy place, this material world, this Dukkhalayam Sasvatam, not only for his disciples, but for his grand disciples and whoever is to follow. So all glories to Srila Prabhupada on this wonderful day.